Friends and fellow devotees of the Lord, namaskars to every one of you. Once again we are met at a question-answer session, and as I have repeatedly said on such occasions, questions can be asked by anyone, likewise answers too can be given by anyone. For surely there will be some questions to which I may not be able to give adequate answers. And once again, let me remind you that if you have at any time an answer which you think is better than the one that I have given, kindly do not hesitate in asking for the mic. I will be not a loser but a winner, a gainer. I will gain from your knowledge, your experience, and your wisdom. If you permit, we will start. Question number 1.
Dear Dada, how may I grow in the love of my Guru?
You will grow in the love of your Guru in the measure in which you obey your Guru. All that the Guru expects from you is obedience. The Guru doesn't want any material thing from you. The Guru does not want any money or cash from you. The Guru wants from you obedience, because in the measure in which you obey the Guru, in that measure you will be able to annihilate your ego. And this is the primary function of the Guru. The Guru looks forward to the day when the disciple's ego is completely vanquished. So in the measure in which you obey the Guru, I know of disciples who say, but the Guru is not here, the Guru is in Calcutta, what shall we do? You can easily imagine that the Guru is by your side, and if he knew of the situation in which you are placed at the moment, what would be the advice that he would give you? The disciple, when he puts this question to himself, will get an answer from inside, and he should follow. That is all that the Guru expects from you.
What are the ways one should apply to become an optimistic person from a pessimist person?
Pessimism and optimism are two attitudes. You have to shift. You have to move on from one attitude to another. Optimism is a positive attitude. Pessimism is a negative attitude. All you have to do is to be positive in your attitude. The more positive you become, the more you will become an optimist. Always see the better side of life. There are two sides. Every situation comes with two sides. There is the bright side of the situation, and there is the less bright side of the situation. Look at the bright side. So many are given to looking at the less bright side of the situation. They become pessimists. All we have to do is to look at the bright side of every situation, every experience that comes our way. Therefore, all you have to do is to be positive. You should be positive. He was always positive in his attitude towards life. He was a Christian And as you know, Christians go every Sunday to the church. They believe Sunday is the day on which they should worship God or worship the Son of God, Christ. On a particular Sunday, a storm began to blow, rain began to pour. It was terribly cold. They asked this man, he was an optimist, he was positive always in his attitude. They asked him, "What are you going to tell us about today? It is such a miserable day." He said, "Today I prayed to the Lord that I feel grateful to Thee, O Lord, that you don't make every Sunday a Sunday like this." This was being positive. You have to be positive, that's all. And you automatically become an optimist. You can either complain to God, "Why have you sent me this sickness? What have I done? I am your devotee. I look after your bhaktas. I serve you in every way that I can. Why have you sent this sickness to me?" Or you can also say, "God, I feel grateful to you that you do not make me sick every day of every year. You send me sickness only for these few days. I look forward to the day when health will return to me and I will be able to do my work once again." So it all depends upon your attitude. You have to change your attitude, that's all. It is said that attitude determines your altitude, how high you go. So many of us are on the ground floor. But there are some who go up. How many floors do you have in this building? 21. You go to the 24th floor.
Dada, what is the difference between ego and self-respect?
Self-respect, we are not aware of it because we are under the influence of the ego. When we come out of the clutches of the ego, when we realize that I am essentially an immortal spirit, I am what the rishis have called Atman, that is self-respect. I am an Atman. An Atman cannot do such a thing. There was the son of the French king Louis XIV. They made him a prisoner. And they threw many temptations in his way. But he would always say, there are things which a king's son, there are things which a prince must never do. I will never do this. I will never become a prey to temptation. The jailer was very hard on him. The jailer would punish him every day for nothing. His conduct was absolutely exemplary, and still the jailer would punish him every day. Then the jailer asked him one day that if you are released from prison and if you become the king of France, how would you treat me? And this prince said, I would forgive you. I would forgive you.
What is simple and easy way to get detached from world?
To be attached to the Guru. If you want an easy way, it is like climbing a staircase. If you want to go higher, all you have to do is to lose hold of the lower step, you place your foot on the higher step. That is all that you have to do. If you are attached to the Guru, nothing that happens in the world will affect you.
Why is it that love always has to suffer?
Because love and suffering go hand in hand. Therefore they say, be very careful before you enter the lane of love. You should carry your head on the palm of your hands if you enter the lane of love. The two go together. They are the two sides of the same coin. Love on the one hand, suffering on the other. And suffering purifies. Suffering makes you more able to love. If you have not suffered, you have not loved. No.
Why do we take birth when one day we have to go to God? Why cannot we just be with Him?
We take birth because we have so many desires. We have so many trishnas. Those trishnas have to be fulfilled, and we have to be completely purified of all trishnas before we can again go and touch the lotus feet of the Lord.
Dada, does the Guru love those people more who serve him wholly day and night? If yes, why? If no, why can't he give a chance to many others to serve him in the same way?
It is said that the Atman reveals itself to those whom the Atma chooses. The Guru gives an opportunity to serve him, gives an opportunity to those whom he chooses. You can't make the Guru choose yourself or anyone. The Guru chooses you, yes. The Spirit bloweth where it listeth. Those are the words in the Bible. The Spirit blows where it listeth. The Guru is a free soul. He chooses here, he chooses there, he chooses there. You can't compel him. You can't say why. Why? If you say why to the Guru, then you become a Guru yourself. Then it is Guru against the Guru. With the Guru there is no why. With God there is no why.
When I was in school and college, I had blind faith in the Guru. As I have grown, the faith seems to be shaking. Am I regressing in my spiritual life? Is all my spiritual progress of so many lives wasted?
It all depends upon you and upon one whom you regarded as the Guru when you were in the school. There is a woman here who met me this morning, and she said that some time ago, some years ago, she got Naam from a so-called Guru. Then she heard many things about the Guru which were not pleasant. And she gave up repeating that Naam. So it all depends upon who the Guru is and who the disciple is.
Dada, if a disciple considers someone to be his Guru, but still has not got Naam from the Guru, Does this mean that the Guru has not accepted him
No,
as a
no,
disciple?
no, not at all. Not every Guru gives Naam, no. It is not an essential thing which the Guru must do, yes. But the Guru will touch your heart. This is very essential. The Guru will touch your heart. And very often you will have this experience. In the presence of the Guru, you are at peace. He touches your heart with peace. Peace is something which is lacking in the world today. We all are in search of peace. We think we are in search of happiness. No, we are not in search of happiness. We are in search of peace. The peace that passeth, the peace that surpasseth understanding. We are in search of that. And in the presence of the Guru, we feel at peace. The Guru comes and touches our heart. This is very necessary. Naam and all that. There are Gurus who have been Maunis. They have not spoken a single word. They cannot communicate Naam to you. No, they are Maunis. They don't talk. Their life is a life of utter silence. And yet they have touched your heart. The Guru is one who touches your heart, not your head. Today, brain power has been developed. Science is marching on. Technological progress has been made. But that is not the province of the Guru. The Guru touches the heart. The Guru comes and purifies my heart. The heart is the center of emotion. The more I come into contact with the Guru, the more I meditate on the Guru, the more I think of my Guru, the more I grow in purity of the heart. You will find the very man, you saw that picture which they showed on the first day. It was about one Mr. J.P. Vaswani. I am still in search of him. It was not my picture. No, it was not my picture. He was a very fine man, this Mr. J.P. Vaswani. I happen to have the same name, that's all. But otherwise it was not my picture. And there you saw how the girl Malika, she listens to him only once at the international symposium. And she's changed. Her heart is touched. This is the work of the Guru, to touch the heart of somebody. Yes. After I saw the picture, I said, now when I return to the mission, I'll go in search of this Mr. J.P. Vaswani. Yes. I will also become his disciple. Because he can change, you can touch your heart. That is all that is needed. Yes.
I am surrounded by a lot of problems. One trouble does not end and another is already waiting. In such a situation, what should I do?
Let go, let God. Let go of your problems. Don't cling to your problems. Pass them on to the Lord. God says, I am prepared to take your problems, but we don't hand over our problems to Him. This is our difficulty. We cling to our problems. He says, I am prepared to take all your problems. All you have to do is to come to me. Renouncing all rights and writ duties, come to me for single refuge, and I shall liberate you from all problems, from all sins, from all suffering. Of this have no doubt. Those are the words in the Bhagavad Gita. After speaking to Arjuna concerning 100 things, the Gita is an encyclopedia. In the Gita, Sri Krishna speaks to Arjuna of so many things. Finally, he says to him, Arjuna, come, I will give you the secret of spiritual life. And the secret of spiritual life is surrender to me. I am prepared to take up all your problems. Therefore, the very first thing that you must do, and I would appeal to every one of you with folded hands, before you leave this camp, cultivate some sort of relationship with God. God says, I will come to you in whatever relationship you wish to cultivate with me. I usually love to think of God as my mother. I go to him as I would go to my mother. Ma, here is this difficulty. You have to face it. I remember when I was young and I told my mother that I don't wish to marry, I don't wish to, I wish to go and touch the lotus feet of my Guru. She said to me, then you must learn how to cook. You must learn how to do embroidery, how to do knitting, how to do all that. So I learned all these things.